am a mess right now because I'm healing through a lot of mother wounds that I'm experiencing right now. I had a conversation with my mom earlier, and she projected a lot of her limitations onto me. And at first, I overrode it with my perspective, expressing my truth with what I believe is true for me. So at the moment, I was kind of in the midst of expressing my expansion instead of taking on her limitation. But if I were to be really honest with myself, I've noticed that there was a part of me that feels so resentful that she projected her limitations and fears onto me and believed that I'm supposed to just live in a very small shrink version of myself. And I noticed I have so much resentment because that's what I experienced with her a lot of the times, that she could only see limitations, and that's what I learned to do with myself. But when I was being really honest with myself, I told myself, I said, Bridget, you're only mad and holding this resentment towards her limitation projected onto you because maybe there's a part of you that also believes that she's right, or actually afraid that she might be right. And I just collapsed, and I had to be really honest with myself and go, wow, I really learned to be limited with myself. I learned to love myself the way that my mom loved me. And the way she loved me was through a lot of fears. And the way she loved me was through a lot of limitations and guard. And I never felt that she openly showed and expressed her love, even though I always knew she loved me. She was always physically there for me. And I think that's the hardest truth to experience, to own, because when you have an abused father, which I did, a lot of my healing process was focused on the obvious wound, where my dad was verbally, physically, and mentally abusive towards me. And I had always thought that a lot of my traumatic experience came from my dad. But now I'm realizing that my mother wound is all coming up for me. It's the ones that are not obvious. It's the ones that's hard to spot because she was always there. She always provided for me. She was always there for me. At the same time, when it was about emotional support, she was always shut down. But because she was always there for me, providing for me, cooking for me, that I could easily overwrite the part of me that didn't receive the kind of love that I needed and go, well, she loves me. She must love me because she's always there doing all these things for me. It's hard for me to spot the wound that had always been there, but now I'm realizing, wow, she loved me with limitations. She loved me with fear. She projected a lot of her fears onto me, with a lot of control that I was not even aware of, and that I projected into my marriage, that I'm having a breakup right now. And I'm closing my eyes to express all these truths because I want to feel it. I want to be authentic. I want to share this. I want to bring awareness to those people who may be experiencing the same thing, is that we have mother wounds that are not obvious but has been running the show all this time. And right now I'm sharing all of this with you because it's time that we start to learn a different way to love ourselves. If you feel guilty to go towards the direction that you want to go in your life, if you feel guilty to own your light, to shine your light, it's because you have been learning the old way, the way your mom has been loving you. If there's triggers showing up, if things are falling apart for you. It's not that there's anything wrong with you, but life is just mirroring back to you. Hey, the old way of you learn how to love yourself doesn't work anymore. That's not love. That's fear. How would you like to be loved? If being loved is being held, regardless who you are, what you do or don't do. If love is allowing yourself to fully express your authentic truth, even though that means I'm being resentful, I'm being angry, I'm being scared. If love means I'm holding the space for you to even celebrate your joy and really owning your truth of your dream, where you want to actually go, and being celebrated and supported and go, I'm rooting for you, go for it. What if these are the kind of love that we haven't fully experienced or taught that we could experience and have? What if the old way of loving is not love? What if it's time we relearn and redefine what love actually means? And if you like more help and discover deeper, explore deeper, and heal deeper, and reveal deeper, click the link in my bio